All right. So welcome to today's session. We're going to be discussing Bitcoin today and how it's breaking out of this falling wedge pattern that I see here. Before we actually get right into it, I want to draw your attention to the FXStreet YouTube channel. If you like what we do and the content that we put out every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you like what we do here, you can follow me on Twitter at Mangeko with a zero in the end. I put a lot of technical stuff. Sometimes I do post on-chain metrics. And you can follow my co-host joining with me today, Jonathan, at Just Analysis 1 on Twitter. So yeah, Bitcoin right now looks really good. I think in the last video we discussed about, at least from my perspective, we discussed how it was forming a falling wedge here, and that there was a high possibility that it could bounce off of this 50 Fibonacci retracement level at 41K and then go off, and that's exactly what it's doing right now. But it's still, like, for me, a confirmation of this uptrend would arrive after we close above this blue line here, which is at 44,893. Like once I get like a 12-hour or a daily candlestick close above that, it would be like a good confirmation for me to go along, right? So based theoretically speaking, this wedge kind of projects a 12% upswing, which puts it at around 49,000, just below the 50K level. But I still think that it's going to hit the 50K level. That's what I'm seeing right now from a technical perspective. I think it looks good for now. I think it's going to go higher. From an on-chain perspective, it's already tackling. Let me just refresh this. So from an on-chain perspective, Bitcoin is already tackling this resistance level here, where roughly 1.5 million addresses purchased 763,000 Bitcoin. Right, it was actually 1.2 million Bitcoin last time I checked, which was probably 2 hours ago. So I think people are actually selling the Bitcoin right now. But yeah, other than that, the MVRV 365-day has hit. Apologies for this. But yeah, the 365-day MVRV has already reset twice. Again, it's now at the zero level. So a sell-off here kind of seems unlikely. The 30-day MVRV is deep in the negative zone, the opportunity zone, which is a really good time to accumulate based on historical data. But what's interesting is with the past month, right, roughly from 2.53 to 2.36, right, roughly 180,000 Bitcoin have left centralized exchanges, which is, from a long-term perspective, a really good sign, a bullish sign, right? And also the NRPL, which is the net realized profit and loss metric, also shows that it's in the negative zone. That means the short-term sellers, weak hands, are actually have actually sold, which explains the negative value here and adds to the MVRV theory that it is very unlikely that we're going to see a sell-off that catches us off guard, right? But other than that, I think Bitcoin looks bullish and ready to go higher. But that's just my view. What do you think, Jonathan?
It looks, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'll get my screen here. Oh, I need permissions to share my screen.
Yeah, well, just give me one sec. Sure. My bad, I don't really do this. Participants.
They'll edit it.
Yeah, try now.
Yep, I can do it now. You can see it okay?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, it's been hovering around inside the cloud for quite a while, and anybody who's an Ichimoku trader knows that the cloud is the worst place to be in. It is represents volatility, congestion, indecision. It is just an area of bad all around. So, but the lagging span is really kind of what dictates, whether or not you're going to see continuation move lower or higher. Currently, it's below the candlestick, so that is a naturally bearish environment. And we're below the Kijun-sen, and inside the cloud, it's shifting into neutral territory. From an Ichimoku perspective, the threshold that Bitcoin needs to get to have a clear, full-on, we're going to new high kind of scenario is it needs to close above the candlesticks of where the lagging spans presently, and that's basically up at 53K. But by October 11th, that threshold drops to 48K. And that's essentially where Bitcoin would need to crack above to really initiate some clear longs, is at 49,000 even. The oscillators support some little bit of a breakout, but I'm not a huge fan from a bullish perspective of where the optics bands are, because they're approaching the volume extremes here. And if it keeps rising at this pace, it's going to hit the extremes as the bullish entry condition becomes true. So that's going to create a little bit of a hiccup probably, but otherwise cautiously optimistic. My view is still the threat leans more to the downside still versus the upside, but give it 6 days, that could change very quickly to the bullish side of things.
Makes sense. Makes sense, actually.
Yeah.